Good morning, everyone. A happy Monday. It is September 9th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you this morning. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. And remember, we make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, Lydia, over the weekend, we kind of got a taste of some fall-like weather, and summer's making a return.
It was just a tease.
Yeah.
It was a tease of fall. Saturday morning, we had temps upper 30s, low 40s. Fargo fell down to 42.
Wow.
So if you were out and about early on Saturday, maybe tailgating, it felt like fall. And there is a little bit of a fall-like feel this morning. I have some spots upper 40s, lower 50s, so certainly long sleeve weather, jacket weather for kids headed to the bus stop, now out at recess this morning. But by this afternoon, you will need no jacket. Temperatures mid to upper 80s today.
I consider that hot. I know we
That
debate
is
that a
hot.
lot here, you
that's
know what
definitely-
hot is, but that's going to
Oh
feel
no,
hot.
I think it's hot. Yeah.
And hot for September.
Sunny sky and that kind of temperature, that's toasty.
Yeah.
Average today is 75, so we're looking anywhere 10 to 15 degrees above average. Not record. Record today is 94. So,
not
but
good
I
there.
mean, 7 degrees away from a record high. That's
Yeah.
Gotta feel warm, hot.
that's something. Yeah, and really that's pretty much the only thing going on today. We've got some upper level smoke. You might notice the sky looks a little milky instead of that crisp blue. I don't have a forcing mechanism to bring it down to the surface though today, so it should stay way up above our head. So I'm not too worried about smoke. You might just kind of see it. That's about it. Otherwise, wind south-southeast 10 to 15, maybe a gust to 20, and then those toasty temperatures. Don't leave anything melty in your car today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, similar temperatures, a few more clouds, maybe a couple passing sprinkles or light showers. Most of us will stay dry, but there's at least the chance. There's a little bit of a wave, you could call it a short wave, in the atmosphere, which will bring in a chance at a little rain. Otherwise, we continue the heat. I have upper 80s Wednesday, Thursday, I have 89,
Ooh.
which I mean, could easily become 90
Yeah.
degrees. So,
That's warm.
ooh, that is toasty. It's not unusual to get 90s in September. We average about 4 every September, so it's not unusual, but it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hot. Especially when mentally you're like, okay, football weather and
Yeah.
leaves changing and pumpkin spice lattes, and then the thermostats are reading 90
you're
degrees,
like,
and you're
oh.
like, what the heck? So it's toasty temperatures all week long. I have us cooling back down closer to 80 degrees by Friday, Saturday, and then lasting into next week. Chance of a few thunder showers Friday night into Saturday. It's barely Monday morning, so I can't really pinpoint exactly what time thunder showers fire and if it will impact high school football games, but that's something I'll watch for as we get closer to the weekend.
And you pointed this out, but we're cooling down, but it's not really a cool down.
No,
Just
yeah.
not near 90.
Yes, instead of being near 90, we'll be near 80 next week, which is still above average
Yeah,
for this
geez.
time of year, but maybe a little more manageable.
That's true,
A little
yes.
less sweaty next week, maybe. Do you want to talk about Tropical Cyclone 6?
Yes.
Should we mention that quick?
Yeah.
So there's a little, this is the time of year where hurricanes really start to ramp up. Peak hurricane season is September 10th, and today is September 9th. So statistically speaking, September 10th is the peak of hurricane season, and there is a little cell down in the Gulf of Mexico that's working its way through some warmer waters. It's expected to strengthen into a tropical storm today, and when you get to a tropical storm, that's when you get a name. So Francine will be the name. We're now on letter F. So she'll become Francine today, and then she is expected to continue to strengthen into a Category 1, if not a Category 2 hurricane, and make landfall by Wednesday along the Texas-Louisiana coast. So
Okay.
some life-threatening storm surge, hurricane force winds, all expected down in the deep south in just a couple of days. That one was sneaky. It all of a sudden developed and now has the opportunity, the warmth of the water, and the distance of water before it hits land to strengthen. So
All right.
that's one everyone will be watching closely. Your national media, of course, will be really talking about that one.
And we'll
So,
keep it talking about it too.
of course, yeah. Just if you hear about that, you heard about it first.
Yeah, that's
Here.
right.
That's
Okay,
the storm
yeah.
Lydia was talking about, well before it became a hurricane. Good stuff. Okay, well, overnight, a crash closed out an intersection in North Fargo. It happened at the intersection of 10th Street and 7th Avenue North, right around 10:15 last night. Police tell us that 57-year-old Susan Ashline ran a red light, hit another vehicle. The driver of that other vehicle was hurt and had to be taken to the hospital. Ashline was cited for failure to obey a traffic signal plus distracted driving. The intersection did reopen shortly after at about 11:30.
A Fargo man accused of shooting his girlfriend several times is set to change his plea. It's just one day before his case was actually set to go to trial. Kyle Ochoa originally pleaded not guilty to shooting his girlfriend, Jacqueline Swenson, back in October of 2023. His change of plea is scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning. If he's convicted, Ochoa faces up to 20 years in prison.
A heads up, today a stretch of 32nd Avenue East in West Fargo will be down to one lane. That's going to back up traffic. The closure runs from 2nd Street East to Cheyenne Street. The sidewalk north of 32nd Avenue will also be blocked off. It's probably, everybody's been out walking their dogs and taking advantage of this extension of summer. So heads up on that. Work should wrap up on Friday.
Bison football players facing 3 felonies after a shots fired call at a weekend house party. 19-year-old Jaden Pickett is charged with terrorizing, reckless endangerment, and gun theft. He was arrested early Sunday morning and booked into the Cass County Jail. Police say a group of partygoers had gotten into an argument outside. At one point, someone fired a gunshot into the house, but it didn't hit anyone. Bison head coach Tim Polasek has declined to comment.
Tonight, big night for the Red Hawks. They're starting the best of 3 series in the West Division Championship Series. They're taking on the Winnipeg Goldeyes. They'll be at home tonight at 6:30. It'd be nice to see Newman Outdoor Field packed for that game. They then go to Winnipeg to play on Wednesday. If they can come away with those 2 wins, both games, they'll advance to the Miles Wolf Cup final.
Nice night for a baseball game.
I agree.
So go out and support the team. Today, we also have some exciting news. Our 6 p.m. newscast is actually expanding to an hour. So you can get all of your latest news headlines, weather, sports. Just going to have more of it. Another half hour of great news.
More is better.
That's right. And of course, don't forget to watch all of our other newscasts because they're all great. We have you covered throughout the day, on the weekdays, on the weekends, all the times of the day.
Absolutely. So that's exciting. We're now less than a day away from the big presidential debate. We've been talking about this for weeks. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will go head-to-head for the first time. Just a reminder, of course, we're going to be talking about their preparations like we did this morning on First News, but you can watch the debate on WDAY tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
All right, today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, the Vikings started 2024 on a winning note. A recap of the blowout win over the Giants. Plus, Bryce Lance had his coming out party at the Fargo Dome on Saturday. Why the wait was worth it for the Marshall native. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inform.com.
Yeah, blowout win, but a fun win for the Bison and the home opener.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it was fun to see everybody back out there. Remember, now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription. It's your all-access pass to not only the Bison Zone, but all of our news and weather headlines all in one spot. Right now, you can get 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to check out that deal.
And join us the rest of the day for our newscast, including the hour-long 6 o'clock this evening. And we'll be back with First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.